Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Number 88, Evan Ingram.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. pressure the Giants get there. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play action sack. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Carl Nassib with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I'm sure you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Carr completes it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Carr to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
New York.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
3rd and long.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete. as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Carl try it again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Down in the air, now it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards.
13 yards, good for a giant first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's in the receiver in motion. Just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Throw left side, complete. It's Freeman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's third down.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
A gain of 7.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Randy Bullock on.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Giants 20, Raiders 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Johnson.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Giants.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Final score, Giants.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.